That is the Bangor Flying Circus, and off their self-titled album. That's one of the ones that I had shown in my last video. I don't know, it reminds me a lot of Three Dog Night, I suppose, early Three Dog Night. Um, I'm not sure. Some parallels to be drawn there. So anyway, my last video showed some pretty good stuff, but I went a digging this morning. Well, Thursday morning. It's Friday now. Oh, by the way, this is Nate. How are you, VC? I had gone to a used furniture consignment store, and well, it's basically used furniture and sundry. The guy goes up and buys out estates, sale remainders, and if anybody has collectibles and tchotchkes and records, he buys them up and sells them at pretty good prices. He's got plenty of stuff, basically everything under the sun, and tons of albums. I go in there and I find usually some decent stuff. Nothing to write home about. But last Friday I went in on my day off. I was just sort of walking around, and I noticed there were 3 or 4 boxes off on the floor, and inside there were tons of near mint, well, almost mint, metal and hard rock albums from the late 70s and early 80s. And I hadn't brought any cash with me. The place only takes cash and checks. Not sure what's up with that. It's 2014 last time I checked. But anyway, whatever. It's just easier to do business with cash and whatever. So I waited a week because I'd bought a couple some albums here and there last week, and I figured, well, I'll just wait a week and they'll probably be there. I was correct. Nobody actually went in. I was actually anticipating this little dig all week. I was just getting more and more antsy. It's like, come on Thursday, payday. So I got up early this morning, yesterday morning. It's Friday, 2 a.m. I'm just gonna say this morning because I've been awake since like 9 o'clock Thursday morning. I get up later than some people, but then again, I work second shift. Anyway. It's almost 4 minutes and I haven't shown a single record. Okay. But yeah, and he sells them at $2 a piece. So I better get into what I found. Oh, I showed this Thin Lizzy Life Alive, a double album. This came out in '83. This kind of was when they were splitting up. They were on the verge of, just breaking up. And it's not bad. There's some good stuff. It's got some good moments in it. But it's no Live and Dangerous. I'm keeping an eye out for that one. That one's spectacular. Holy cow. Rush. And look at that. I mean, that's just... I listened to it earlier. It's like there's not even any static or anything. I mean, it's no scuffs, no nothing. The person who had these, I don't know if the person died and the family just wanted their records out of their house. The person who took care of these took really, really good care of these, and they sound great. For some reason, I went digging through some other stuff because I knew this record was there, but I hadn't seen it in a while. I kind of got lost in the stacks of whatever he had, but I needed it to complete a discography, or to aid in completing my Chicago discography. This is Chicago Greatest Hits 82 to 89, aka Greatest Hits Volume 3, aka Greatest Hits of the Shit Years of Chicago. Yeah, whatever. I have it. I'm just 2 records short of completing their discography on vinyl from 1 through 20, and that's it. I'm done. I found something kind of cool. It's a band called Alcatraz. No Parole from Rock and Roll. And this is, of course, Yngwie Malmsteen's first band. And you can definitely tell that he had his chops back then. He was, it was smoking. Some of this stuff, I got the second album, Live Sentence, No Parole from Rock and Roll. I listened to the live album, and man, oh man, is he just a guitar god. Even back then, that stuff came out in, I want to say 81. No, I'm sorry, 84. 83 and 84. And it's just killer. It's amazing. I also got, in very good condition, actually. Yeah, well, this right here. I'm not going to complain. The vinyl itself is in excellent condition. That's a little bent. But you don't play the covers. I don't. I've never played a cover, and I never will. The sound quality is fantastic. I got another... Another ACDC album. Here it is. If You Want Blood, you've got it. This is a live album. It's got Bad Boy Boogie, High Voltage, Let There Be Rock, Whole Lotta Rosie. Again, this, for $2, that's... You're not gonna go into any other record stores and find ACDC stuff from that era for only $2. Lou Gramm. I got this. I jumped right on this because I got this particular jacket on a Craigslist dig a couple of weeks ago, but I looked inside and it was the wrong record. So I was very pleased to find this one. It's got Midnight Blue on it. That's the song that I was looking for. Also, Donovan's Greatest Hits. A little bit of hurdy-gurdy man psych action there. Is it Crocus or Crocus? I can't remember. But whatever it is a near mint upgrade copy of The Blitz. Mine, my other copy, it was all water damaged, and it didn't sound very good, and it's a little bit warped, and the jacket was pathetic. It was really bad, but this one is really nice condition. The original sleeve, the record is phenomenal. The old Arista label, the 80s Arista label. Okay, and I also got Hardware, which I haven't listened to yet. This came out in 81. The Blitz came out in 84. So I'm gonna have to give that one a spin. I had at one point a copy of the Fix Phantoms, but likewise the cover was damaged, water damaged all to hell, and I basically got All I Want by the Fix. I've got Reach the Beach, and this one, Phantoms. It's got Are We Ourselves on it. That's it. That's all I need by the Fix. Black Oak, Arkansas. X-rated. Very nice. I thought it was a gatefold, but maybe not. Ooh. That needs to be fixed. Yeah, looks like it's taped on the bottom, but I can probably take care of that. The vinyl itself looks really good condition. It's a little dusty, but no scratches or scuffs or anything of that nature. Black Oak, Arkansas Live Mother. That's got Jim Dandy on it, and of course, Raunch and Roll Live. That one's from '73. Some Dio, Ronnie James Dio. Sacred Heart, and The Last in Line. I'm gonna have to admit that I'm not a huge metal fan, metalhead. I mean, I'm not. I don't dislike it. I just never really, dove into a lot of these bands. I know Ronnie James Dio and the whole, connection between him and Deep Purple, and then whatever. Was it Deep Purple, Black Sabbath? I don't. Yeah. Of course, there's probably people watching. It's like, wait, you don't know what you're talking about, and you're right. I don't. But I'll probably listen to it. This I'm going to show last. That's a good one. Pat Benatar, the only Pat Benatar album that I needed from that era. I had all of the other ones, multiple copies, and this one is Get Nervous from '82. And that one's got Shadows of the Night on it. Accept. How about that? Midnight Highway. Also, another Accept album. That's some of y'all might know. Balls to the Wall. How about that? How about that? 1984, like Balls to the Wall came out. Let's see. Van Zandt. Johnny Van Zandt, leader of that group. And to be honest, I've never listened to him. This is a gold stamp promo. So, yeah. But it just looked cool, and there's a bunch of other stuff that I haven't. I'm gonna go get hopefully next week and see if it's still there. Here's something I've never heard of ever: Widow, Gone Too Far, and that's them on the back cover in all their 80s glory. Looks to be a female lead singer. Although I couldn't tell. It's on CBS Associated Records. Actually, the label would be CBS Associated. So I'd imagine they're just a band that probably put out one album, and that was it. Here's another band. I have no idea who the hell they are. White Wolf. I just picked up the album because that looked badass. It looked badass as hell. Self-titled album. No, actually it isn't. Standing Alone. An album produced by Eddie Kramer of MC5. No, that's Wayne Kramer. My bad. Brownsville Station. Their self-titled album from '77. Let's see. Autograph. Sign in, please. Some of these I picked up because the covers were kind of cool. Sometimes you can judge a book by its cover. Sometimes you can't, but whatever. This is an Animals album from 1983, and the animals are like one video I mentioned Tom Petty. I will buy anything with Tom Petty's name on it. Same with Eric Burdon and the Animals. I really don't. I mean, it could be shit on a shingle, and I will pick it if it's got the Eric Burdon and the Animals label on it. I will get it. Also, Vandenberg, Alibi. I have no idea. Joe Zoomer, Dick Kemper. I guess anybody in the comments know anything about metal and hard rock and all that stuff. If there's something in there that's a real huge score, let me know, because I don't know. I'll have to listen to it and be like, and discover it, on my own. I did look in here. Now the guy who runs this place is pretty. He's got a pretty big collection, and I was talking to him after I bought my stuff, and he said, "Yeah, I'm not really a metalhead. I'm mostly into punk." And like, I told him so was I, but I don't have really hardly any vinyl. But he's about 20 years older. No, not 20. He's about 15 years older than I am, and so he's got quite a collection. Something like 2,000 7-inch punk rock, 7 inches and 12-inch singles, and I don't know, but he apparently did not see the value in this right here. Diamond Dave Takes You for a Ride, David Lee Roth. I noticed that it wasn't even on his normal label. This is a bootleg, a very, very nice bootleg. It's on the Record Breakers. It's a little shiny, so you probably can't see it. Anyway, the Record Breakers label. It's got the DLR on it. Takes you for a ride. It's got some Diamond Dave solo stuff, some earlier Van Halen stuff. This came out in '87, and it was in concert in Toronto, TRONTO, Toronto, as Torontonians say it and pronounce it. This was in '86. And I have yet to give it a spin. I do not know if I will even drop a needle on it, as I do not want to damage it. It's one of those type of records. But I don't know. I see the track listing on this, and I'm like, oh yeah, I really want to hear this. I really want to hear it. Because it's like, it's when he was at his peak. Just at what, I mean, he was on the upward, ride with Van Halen, and then he dropped out and then peaked, and this is in '86, and then just sort of dropped off. So and nobody heard from him again except for just being Diamond Dave, the jackass, as I call him. But I heard I found one more album, and this is pretty rare. It's in the jacket is in pretty bad condition. You can probably tell it's water damaged, but the vinyl is kind of nice. It's Meatloaf Live concert series. It came out right after the first Bat Out of Hell album. It is a promo copy, a white label promo on Cleveland. It's a subsidiary of Epic, Cleveland International Records, but it's pretty much got Bat Out of Hell on it, performed live. I was really happy to see that because I have never seen that. Of course, you see Dead Ringer, and you see my bat out of hell everywhere, but and my screen went dead. Anyway, whatever. I don't know what happened there. What happened in the last video. I gotta have that fixed. Anyway. Oh, man. I didn't even, this, Dave album? Steve Vai was his guitarist. Steve friggin' Vai. Unbelievable. Of, the Frank Zappa fan. I believe he, I think Steve Vai played for Frank Zappa for a little while. Anyway, yeah, it's this was a pretty good haul today, and for $2 a record, I'm not going to complain at all. Especially a couple of them that were just rare. I really like ACDC too, so I was glad to find For Those About to Rock, We Salute You, and the Black Oak, Arkansas, I was pretty pleased with. So I'm going to have to listen to these this weekend in what little time I have off. I usually work about 35 of my 40 hours on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so there goes my entire week, entire weekend, and until Monday. Oh, yeah. In my last video, I mentioned that I was going bowling. It's a league game, Smokey. My third game, I rolled my highest ever, 169. So I'm pretty proud of that, and I'm kind of through the moon right now on cloud 9. I think. Anyway, whatever. It's really late. It's like 2:30, and I have to go to bed because I'm delirious. But thank you for watching. If you watched for 22 minutes, holy cow, that's really long, and I know that's taxing for you people. It would be taxing for me. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see ya.